Aitzquitchosiamnischelacha. In this video, I am going to be just talking about the First Nations Language Essentials Ask Me Level 1, Unit 1 Learning Outcomes. So just taking a look at where your students will start and then where they're going to end up by the end of this unit. So you'll be able to find your Unit 1 learning outcomes on pages 3, 4, and 5 of your Unit 1 package. And it's just taking a look at some of the receptive outcomes and some of the expressive outcomes that you'll be able to see in your students as they start to comprehend the units. So at first you're going to be seeing your students and they're going to be mimicking your actions. But as they start to comprehend the actions and internalize them, you can slow down your actions to see if they're comprehending. And another way that you would be able to see an expressive outcome is to have your students close their eyes and do the hand gestures. And then that way, they're not able to see their peers to get clues on the hand gestures, and that's a way to tell if they've met that outcome. You'll also see your students responding to your commands. As you go on and you're teaching the responses to yes/no questions, you'll see them using either their hand gestures, you'll see their facial expressions, or they'll be verbalizing ha or awa. Okay, so on pages 4 and 5 of your Unit 1 booklet, you'll see your learning outcomes continued, and here we're talking as we're progressing throughout the unit. So you're going to introduce the tia phrase, so senacha tia or latame tia. So you're going to be introducing that, and then they're going to be answering you with a ha or a awa. In the beginning, you're going to have the silent period, and you'll be able to kind of tell if they're comprehending based on their actions. As you get further along in your unit, you're going to see them start using the language, but you'll also see them using the gestures, and that helps you to see that they're starting to comprehend what it is that you're saying. They'll start recognizing the commands without you having to do the action first. They're just going to do it. And a great way to tell if they're comprehending or not is by having them close their eyes and then doing the hand gestures. And then they will be able to, at first they'll be able to recognize the mini strip or the unit story, but then they're going to be able to retell that. And then after that, they're going to be able to create their own. So they have a bit of a creative using the language that the target language that they've learned in this unit. And then you're going to introduce achang, and so they'll start to understand what that means. And you'll introduce that as a question and then also as a command. Achang stuation. And they'll be like stuation. So it helps them to understand where that command is coming. And then also towards the end, they'll be able to answer your questions, yes, no, or who. You could say Senacha Achen or Saint Achen, and they'll be able to fill in who did that. And you can do it as a whole class, but also do it with individual students. So that is it for the learning outcomes of Unit 1. I hope this has helped you.